That's one way to get it started. Well, good morning everybody. Welcome back to another episode. Today I am headed out on my first solo goose hunt of the year. For those of you who know me, hunting alone is a lot of what I do. 1, 2, 3 people-ish, and especially in mediocre hides. So this one I think is going to set up pretty nicely. It's not a bad hide. I'm going to go out and I'm going to set up a couple dozen Dave Smiths, go for an ultra realistic look. We've got some honkers that have been using this field. It's a sorghum field, and there's an edge that's got a little bit taller grass. I've chased these geese in this field before, and one time I did it, it went really well. The other time I did it, it was pretty disappointing, which was surprising because it was the time that it was really tough was in, you know, what I would consider to be ideal honker hunting weather. Today is not going to be ideal honker hunting weather, but I think it's going to work out in our favor. We're going to have some nice bright sunshine. Ought to be shining right on those nice light chests of the decoys, creating some good contrast and good visibility. That combined with the fact that we're running a decent number of Dave Smith Giants, along with a mix of honkers, lessers, and some cackler decoys there, is going to create a realistic look, but those Giants are really going to grab some attention, and I think they're going to be a big key to our success this morning. Something else I'm going to be doing today is blowing the old goose flute. So there's a lot of you who, when getting into this, started looking into what call to blow, and the short reed's about the only thing that people recommend anymore. So I just want to remind everybody that the old flute is very, very effective for honkers and is one of my favorite go-to calls when it comes time to chase those big geese. So anyway, we're just pulling up to the field here. You can see the sun starting to come up. Not expecting to see the birds for another hour-ish, so got plenty of time to get set up. Again, it's not that many decoys, and my hide's going to be mostly relying on my ghillie suit, so I won't need to grab a whole lot, hopefully, as long as they haven't knocked this portion of the field down in the past 24 hours, which I would be very surprised if they did. Anyway, we're going to start getting set up here once we get pulled in, and we'll see how it goes. I'm optimistic though. Well, finished getting set up. Wish I'd have done it 15 minutes earlier. There's a group of 3 that came over that looked pretty doable. But anyway, show you what we got here. Got all, let's see, we got some honkers and Giants spread out through here. Then we get towards a little pack of lessers, a little bit more tightly packed over here, and a couple more small groups spread out. I'm probably covering, I don't know, 70 yards with the decoys there. And then I'm over here about 10 yards in from the edge, sitting in all this real tall stuff. You can see my chair there. I brought some stuff around just to kind of break up the outline. I'm not too concerned about being seen. I think this is going to be a really good hide, actually. So I'm just going to bank on holding still, covering my legs up and making sure I don't move, and really just trying to let the decoys do as much as I can. My goal here is going to be to break geese, get them interested, and then be quiet. because the last thing I want to do is sit there and call a whole bunch and tell the geese exactly where I'm sitting. So if I can keep their attention on the decoys and not on me, I think I got a real good chance of success today. Ouch! I really screwed that up. I don't know how I missed that first one. Painful. And then the other one didn't want to get off the ground, which is fine with me, but dang it. I thought they'd left. And then they came back. Just showed up. Came in, landed just like they ought to. That group right there was textbook minimal calling. I heard them coming from behind me. I knew they were interested just based on the noise they were making. But as they came behind me, let them get out in front, probably 60, 70 yards. That lead goose cranked around, all of them followed right in. So yeah, could have shot a little bit better, but what are you gonna do? Still got 3 out of 5. 2 more to go. Hopefully I can get one good group to come and do it just right again, right in the hole, just like these last couple did, and finish this one out on a good one. You know, I'd say there's a lot of really, really beautiful places in the country to hunt geese, but I am so grateful that God saw fit to plant me right here on the Front Range of Colorado. There's nothing like looking to the west and seeing snow-capped mountains, beautiful, beautiful South Platte river bottoms, a bunch of cottonwood trees, variety of crops we have, just all the blue sky and sunshine. Don't get me wrong, some days I wish we had a little bit more weather, but tell you what, a day like today, it's pretty enjoyable. Dear Lord, thank you for granting me another day to be close to you out here in your creation. Thank you for the beauty that you blessed me with, and for the lifestyle and the country that I live in that allows me to go and do this on a regular basis. Please, Lord, use me as a conduit to bring others to you. Use me as a tool and a doorway to your kingdom. In your Son's name we pray. Amen. Yes, sir. Wow, well, that's not disappointing. Every group that came in pretty darn nice. At least gave me a nice centered up shot. That last group, I wish I'd had a few friends for that one. That was pretty good looking spread. Guys at Dave Smith kind of know what they're doing. Same thing with that one, real minimal calling. Bird just centered right up. Let the decoys do the work. Get them hooked coming at you. Once they're coming at you, you don't need much. They're already doing what you want them to. Shut up, let them do it. See too many guys, especially hunting honkers, treating them like they're lessers, just blowing their call like mad. Y'all can keep it up, but I'm gonna enjoy the rewards of you teaching them all that stuff. I'm gonna save my breath, let those decoys do the work for me. Well, I don't know what more I could ask for right there. That was an awesome morning coming out here, knowing there's a few geese in the area. We're still here before our main push of birds shows up, so I'm not expecting a whole lot. But to be able to see the number of geese that I did today and to have them work as well as they did, man, that was awesome. I mean, God really blessed me with a good one this morning. So really exciting day. Again, we'll just do a little recap. That first group came, it was a pair. I thought they left, came right back. Somehow I missed that first one, but now in hindsight, I'm kind of glad I did because I got a third group to come in. Second group came back around, did everything just right, flew right up the gut, right at me. And that last group was absolutely perfect. Touching down the decoys, I don't think I could ask for anything more. These Dave Smiths, they're awesome. They work hard enough that I don't have to. You probably saw me there a little bit. The only time I really got on birds was A, when they were on the corners and I was trying to turn them, and B, when I was trying to center them up right at the end, kind of crawl them right to me, because that last group started to set down around that far decoy, probably about 55, 60 from me, and then I just ducked, and man, they just kind of fluttered all the way right to me. Had a great hide, this tall grass, and some of these tumbleweeds over here, man. With a ghillie suit, that was just perfect. And it's just another reminder, you don't have to have a great hide to go out there, especially by yourself or in small groups, and have some success. Really appreciate everything that the guys at Dave Smith do and the work that they put into these decoys to make them what they are, because, man, once these geese are coming, it's not up to me. They're the ones doing the work. And it's kind of fun. You can see this one here, this is the smallest they've got in the lineup. This is the cackler size decoy. It's painted like a Hutchinson, a little lighter gray chest, not quite that purpley color you see on the cacklers in the Pacific Northwest, all the way up to the giant. We got everything in between except spread with some family groups, with the exception of this group of lessers behind me. Yeah, the idea just being leave a bunch of open spots. Big geese don't like to fly over a ton of decoys. They like to fly over openings, over what I like to call alleys. They fly up these alleys and they've got these escape routes, and they don't like to pinch themselves into corners. So keeping that in mind, just spread things way out today. A couple real loose pairs off to the right here. One big group of lessers off to my left, just in case I was running some traffic. And I did see a few new lessers showing up today. So, especially since I finished my limit, I've seen 3 or 4 small groups of lessers moving in. So I'm thinking it's about time to get rolling with those. The other thing, this flute, this is the old Tim Grounds Guide Best. It started out as a modified old A50, and man, this goes back a long, long way. But it's still extremely effective today, and frankly, when I'm hunting big geese, this is my go-to call. I can have a bunch of other stuff with me, and I can do fancier things on a short reed, but when it comes down to just sounding like a goose, and especially making a sound that they don't hear all the time now that everyone blows a short reed, the flute is absolutely my favorite. Very, very dumbed down, very simple, and it's just amazing what you can do. Get them out there on the corners, hit them with a little bit, and you probably heard me do a little bit of a moan cluck variation there, kind of 2 geese going back and forth. That is my favorite thing to turn birds with. And the moan on the flute is my favorite noise out of pretty much any goose call. So I'll do that one more time for you here just so you can kind of hear it. But I let those geese get way out there, and I hit them with a moan cluck, moan cluck, moan cluck. And then as they get in, maybe I kind of bounce back and forth between a murmur, kind of a bounce, as it's called. Bounce back and forth between a murmur and a cluck, trying to just draw them right in. That's never not going to work. Man, I just don't know what more I could ask for. It was awesome. And I really hope you enjoyed today's episode as much as I enjoyed making it. This was an absolute blast. Feel totally blessed to have had another awesome day. Fun solo hunt out here. Ghillie suit, small bore, limit of Canada geese here early season in Colorado. And I just don't know. I don't know how it could have been much better. If you enjoyed it, make sure you click the like button. Drop any comments below if you have questions or comments, anything you want to tell me, anything you want me to talk about, any questions, educational things you'd like me to go into, make sure you drop those down below. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on those alerts. The subscribers are really what fuel this channel, so I appreciate you all watching. Thank you, and until next time, God bless. We'll see you then.